Everyone says carbs are the enemy, but what if the real problem isn't carbs at all? After years of healing my gut, my hormones, my energy, and my immune system through carnivore, I see food very differently than most carnivore influencers. So today, in this Thanksgiving recap, I'm breaking down what I actually ate, how I stayed mostly carnivore, and why I'm no longer afraid of adding a real single ingredient carb here and there. This Thanksgiving was such a good reminder of how far I've come in my health journey. When I first started carnivore years ago, I was dealing with gut issues, lactose intolerance, low energy, inflammation, the whole list goes on, and carnivore gave me my health back. But as I've healed, my approach has also changed. I don't follow the fear-based mindset that you should panic over one carb or that your cheat meal should be broccoli topped with some zero-carb chemical-filled sauce. I'm not interested in fake ingredients, artificial sweeteners, or processed meats loaded with things our bodies can't recognize, just because the label says 0 carbs. No, thank you. I care about healing, I care about real food, and I care about nutrient density, and above all, I care about quality. So for me, enjoying a small portion of something like real potatoes or carrots, not seed oils, not chemicals, no sweeteners, no fake ingredients, no 0-cal drinks, it's staying away from those bad ingredients that makes my body feel fine. And I know my body, and I know what I can handle now that I'm healed. I still feel best on lower carbs, and most of my plate will always be meat, but I'm not scared of whole food carbs anymore. And quite frankly, I don't think you should be either. Obviously, there are situations like back then, 5 years ago, me needed to heal, needed to eat just carnivore and like a carnivore lion's diet or just carnivore meat-based, just anything completely meat really. That's what my gut needed to heal. But since I've done the time, I've done what I needed to do for my body, I don't have these crazy reactions. I feel really good. So obviously, if you need to heal, do that first, and then little by little you can try to implement more foods if that is your desire and your goal. If you want to stay carnivore completely, that is awesome, do that. If you feel great, do that. But this whole rhetoric on, oh, you should not have those single couple of little potatoes because it's just carb filled and it's going to spike your insulin, and you should have this 0-calorie stevia sweetened, sucralose sweetened, sugary whatever sauce, like that does not make sense to me. I'm gonna go have a natural food versus a unnatural chemical made, factory made product. So today I'm going to walk you through what I ate on Thanksgiving, how I stayed mostly carnivore, and how I navigate days where I choose to enjoy something outside of strict carnivore. Without guilt, without fear, and without derailing my health totally. I always try and make sure that I bring a dish that I'm able to eat and enjoy and get full off of pretty much. So for this Thanksgiving with my family, I brought a prime rib roast that I made at home and brought with me. And I made sure that it was big enough so that I would be able to get full off of it, and so would whoever else wanted to eat it. So that is tip number 1. Bring a side that is meat focused so that you can get really full off that, and it'll help you to not want to like just dig in on all of the different carbs and make poor decisions. And my second tip is to actually bring a carb-based side dish that you can tolerate well. So that means for me, I'm not going to use any carrageenan. I brought these scalloped potatoes and I used 100% raw or low pasteurized cream and salt, garlic, and some black pepper, I believe. And that was nearly it. And so I don't want any extra ingredients. I want a good carb source that I can enjoy and feel guilt-free. And by avoiding the carrageenan that's in most heavy cream, I am already saving myself a stomach ache. I found in my journey that it's oftentimes not the exact whole foods carb that hurts me, it's the ingredients that we put on them. And I didn't have a single processed food or anything that was filled with yucky ingredients. I knew exactly what was made in, or what was in every single ingredient that I had, every single food item that I had. I know exactly what ingredients went into them, and all of them were single ingredients, and that's just the way to go. That's how I feel the best, and that's how I would, if I'm going to ever go outside of carnivore, that's how my life is going to be. I don't really want, like, it's not worth it to me to have like folic acid. It's not worth it to me to have seed oils. It's not worth it to me to have dextrose and things like that. So I ask about everything that I'm eating, and if I can eat it, great. And it's become awesome that a lot of my like brother and sister-in-laws have become more like aware of certain foods that have bad ingredients, and they start to limit them or put better ingredients in, which is super amazing and very, very, very helpful. So I love that. And then also, so I just encourage you, if you're in that boat where you've healed, you've done the work, and you feel good and you are ready to explore other food groups and you don't want to stay within this box of carnivore, I encourage you to do that, but just keep that lens of like, I want to eat as natural as possible. And so that means eating the best quality of fruit, of flour, of yeah, just whatever it is, it's the best quality that you can get. It's not going to be enriched. It's not going to be filled with different preservatives, citric acid, or just things that are going to be a gut irritant or that are just not natural, that are not compatible with our bodies. And if you can do that, you will likely thrive, unless you have some sort of issue that you need to further heal. And for some cases, of course, they just feel better on carnivore completely, which is okay. But that's kind of how I do it. If you just look at everything in more of a natural-minded way, I think it's very helpful. But I do want to point in, or I want to go back to the whole like influencers like promoting this agenda of like, oh, we need to stay zero carb, we need to stay like, don't ever try to go for a potato instead, whatever, like stay on carnivore, stay keto, even if that means sacrificing the complete natural ingredients. Like the reason why like carnivore is so great is because it's natural. Yes, it is no carb, but the whole natural idea behind it, you want to eat single ingredient meats and foods. So when you say like, for example, Slim Jims is not bad, it's actually really bad. Like I wanted to go through a couple of the ingredients that are in them, and it's okay. This is the one. So I went to like Walmart app and I just looked up the Slim Jims. This is just the, what is this? The pack of, it's like the multi-packs. Ingredients: beef, pork, mechanically separated chicken, water, textured soy flour, corn syrup, salt, contains less than 2% natural flavors, dextrose, paprika, extractives of paprika, a soy protein, maltodextrin, lactic acid, barley malt, citric acid, soy lecithin, however you say that, and then a sodium nitrate. Why is this okay? Like, no convenience of a meat stick is going to be worth eating and saying I'm going to try to be as healthy as possible and eat carnivore and be like, it's not worth it. Like I would rather have someone eat a potato than eat a Slim Jim with all of those ingredients. Like no way in my world of just logic would that be something that makes sense to me. It just doesn't make sense at all. Like my whole goal is to just eat as natural as possible, to live as natural as possible, and just try to have that perspective. I don't want to just put garbage in my body, and that literally is garbage. And it just bums me to hear that that's being promoted and that people are like, yeah, like it's fine. I can eat a Slim Jim. This so-and-so person said that it's okay. It's good. Like it's normal, or it's not bad, which it is. And I just want to be a light in that way that we can do better. So yeah, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I had a wonderful time with my family, with my side, my husband's side. All the good food. I did partake in, like I said, those potatoes, some carrots, a couple of little things on the side. But my main dish was the meat, and that's how I always do it. I'll always focus on the meat, and it'll be just, that's how I feel. That's how I like to feel. I feel great on that. I didn't have any upset stomachs. I didn't have headaches, any types of just horrible crashing or anything like that when I did add those carbs, which is wonderful. That's where you want to be. If you do implement things, you don't want to implement it and then be like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. And that means you just need to do some more healing probably. But yeah, I do have some membership options down below if you are interested in just supporting the channel directly. Or just getting a little bit more. I do like members only live videos or members only polls, just different little fun things that are just kind of building a little community together and just growing together. So if you'd like to support, that is an option down below. And I hope you had a very happy Thanksgiving, and I hope this video helped you for the upcoming holidays, and just to know that someone who's been doing carnivore this long has come to a place where I don't have to just eat meat and thrive. There's ways to do it and still feel really great. So bye for now. I'll see you in the next video.